Hi, it's me again, Melissa Mebane, and I'm a servant of the Most High God. It's a beautiful day. It is Saturday. I said I was going to come back on Saturday with another teaching on the seasons, and I decided to come outside because it is such a beautiful, beautiful day, and it's lovely out here. So if y'all see me sweating, it's because it's hot. One thing I want to talk about, so in my first video, I talked about what is a season, and that I said it was a period of time that is suitable to fitting a proper or even a right time. And I talked about the seasons having a purpose, and there's a purpose for the season that you're in and the season that you're going through. So what I want to do this time is, first I want to go back a little bit and tell my testimony. So we've all heard the phrase, "It's your season." And when this was spoken to me years ago, I really didn't understand, because the things going on in my life didn't make sense to me of it being my season. And, I thought when they said it was my season that, things were supposed to be going well. I was getting ready to get some opportunities. Great things were going to start happening. I was going to be blessed and favored. But that wasn't what was going on in my life at that time. And so I didn't understand when they said it was my season. I'm like, if it's my season, why aren't things going well? And so I prayed about it. And I asked God, if it's my season, then why are things not going well in my life? And so late on that night, I had a dream. And I'm a dreamer. God speaks to me through dreams a lot. And I dream about every time I go to sleep, whether it's a nap or I sleep at night, I dream something. And God is always speaking to me through dreams. So this particular dream, in the dream, I was at home and I received a phone call, and the person on the other end of the call said they had an assignment for me, and the assignment was to study the seasons. And I said, the seasons? And they said, yeah, the seasons. And they gave me Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 through 11. And so I said, okay. And they said I had 9 months to study the seasons. And so I woke up from the dream and I talked to my pastor about it. And so I began to study the seasons, and couldn't find a lot of information on it or a lot of teaching on it. So I really had to rely on God to give me the information that He wanted me to have. So I just really began to study the season. And the funny thing that happened was, every season I studied, I experienced that season either directly or indirectly, whether it was something going on in my life or something going on around me or in somebody else's life that was close to me. So I really experienced every season that I was studying. And so at the end of the 9 months, I was sitting there and I had all this information, and I was thinking, God, what do you want me to do with this now? And so God, somebody was looking at the information that I had, and they said, this could be a book. And I said, a book? I don't know how to write a book. And so the end result was I wrote a book called It's Your Season. And so as I began to write the book, God began to show me certain truths about each season, about seasons as a whole. And then He began to show me the natural seasons and how they correlate and in respect to the seasons and the spiritual seasons that we go through, and what happens even in the natural seasons that we experience. And then what we're supposed to learn out of those seasons, what we're supposed to get out of those seasons. So the reality is, it's always your season, regardless of what's going on, because there's a purpose for everything that happens in your life. Romans 8:28 says that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to His purpose. So we always know that no matter what's going on in your life, it is a certain season that you are in, and God is using it to do something different in your life, to do something new in your life, to change some things in your life. And that brings me to one point, or one truth about seasons, and that is change. Change is inevitable. And with each new season, there is change. There's change that's going to happen, whether the change is in you, whether change in your circumstances. So you can think about like the birthing season, and whether you birth a business or a child or a new relationship, there is change. If you birth a child, there's now a new addition to your family. That means you're not going to get as much sleep as you was getting before. Things are going to change. Your money is going to change. Now you have more responsibility. Even in a time to die, there is a change. Somebody's gone. Something is gone. Something is now out of your life that was in your life before. And so with each new season, it brings change. And what we have to do with that change is see how it relates to us, where we are in life, and whether we have to change something in us, change the way we think. Romans 12 and 2 says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Sometimes we have to change the way we think in these seasons. Sometimes we have to change the way we see things in these seasons. Bible said, think on these things. Don't think on the negative. Think on positive things. Sometimes we have to change the way we think and see things. And, with each new season, the point is there's going to be change. No matter what happens, no matter whether it's good or bad, something is going to change in your life. And hopefully something is going to change inside of you. There's going to be a change, hopefully for the better. So people don't always change for the better. Sometimes people get depressed. Sometimes people have breakdowns. Sometimes people can't take it. But our God is not here to hurt you. He is only here to help you. And so with each new season, there's going to be a change in your life. And that's the purpose of seasons, to bring a change. We think about summer to winter, or summer to fall. These beautiful trees behind me. They're green and plush looking. But in fall, the leaves are going to change colors and they're going to fall off. In winter, there will not be a leaf on any tree out here. So there's always change with each new season that comes in our life. And that's one truth I want to leave with you today, that when the new season comes, there's going to be change that comes with it. Don't despise the change. The Bible says don't despise small beginnings. Don't despise the change. Don't be afraid of the change. Don't be angry about the change. But embrace the change that comes into your life, whether good or bad, because at the end of it, God is going to work it for your good. So that is my one point today that I'm going to bring to you. I'm going to continue to teach on the truth that He has given me. Originally there were 11, but as I have grown over the years and still learning about the seasons, there's more. And so I'm going to bring each one of those out. I might bring out 2 in a video. I'm not sure how God is going to lead me, but I'm just letting Him lead me in these videos because I want to keep them short so I can hold your attention. I pray that this has blessed you. I just want you to know a season is a period of time in your life that God has ordained for a purpose. And whatever that purpose is, because He's going to bring it and reveal it to you while you're in your season. And the one thing I want to tell you about your season is there's going to be change. Embrace the change that comes. Have a blessed day.